Assessment Principles. Today, I will be sharing the recommended guidelines for assessment. Para ma-determine natin yung strength and weaknesses ng mga bata, we need to collect data from them. And to make sure na reliable ang infos na ito, here are some of the principles and points that will help us formulate an effective and authentic assessment. The Council for Exceptional Students under DEC, or Division of Early Childhood, provided a guideline for assessment practices. DEC, by the way, is an organization that helps practitioners develop and improve the learning outcomes of young children, especially those who are at risk for developmental disabilities. These concepts are based on the best available wisdom and experience of the field, so it is reliable when it comes to assessing students with special needs. Here are some of the principles recommended by the DEC of the Council for Exceptional Students. We have child and family-centered practices, team-based approach, application of individualization and appropriate process, use of genuine and meaningful communication that adhere to ethical and legal practices. So ito yung mga points na kailangang i-consider natin sa pag-conduct ng assessment. Child and family-centered practices. As assessors, or the teachers, we must handle family members with dignity and respect. Kailangan i-treat natin sila isa-isa fairly. Bigyan natin sila ng chance to participate by giving them complete and unbiased infos to strengthen their individual functions as well as their oneness as a family. Next is team-based approach. Children that are categorized as exceptional are expected to have one or more adult guardian. Yung mga may special needs kasi kailangan nila yun. And these guardians, they are discouraged to stay in the classroom kung nasaan yung mga bata. Kaya may specific place sila kung saan doon sila naghihintay kapag may kailangan yung teacher, doon pumupunta yung teacher kapag kailangan na yung presence nila. So in that classroom, parents or the adults must have a good collaborative relationship with each other kasi yung relationship nila sa bawat isa affects the welfare also of their children. Nakikita din yun ng mga bata. We must aim for a collaboration and interaction in ways that are respectful, supportive, enhancing, and culturally sensitive. Another one is application of individualization and appropriate process. Bilang magkakaiba sila, it is only logical to give them problems where they can answer it personally. In assessing a child, kailangan meron tayong personal multimodal assessment to generate and confirm the results. These questions must be related to the real world, yung nangyayari sa totoong buhay that possibly nangyari na din sa kanila. But we must also take note, kailangan maging considerate din tayo in a sense na it is still respectful and supportive sa kanila, hindi traumatic or offensive. And lastly, use of genuine and meaningful communication that adhere to ethical and legal practices. Kailangan thorough itong assessment, kailangan kumpleto. It must be explicit, klaro siya, sensitive, and patient para maiwasan natin yung misconception or misunderstanding between the assessor, the assessment, yung bata na magte-take ng assessment, and their families. Though some of the decisions are obvious, yung mga results obvious na, we assessors must not presume things directly. Kailangan bigyan pa rin natin sila ng chance to answer and to open up their thoughts and suggestions about it. So ito yung foundations, yung basis natin when we conduct assessment. Ang goal natin is to collect infos while considering these factors. Creating or formulating an assessment naman, on the other hand, encouraged us to get involved with these three factors para mas effective yung structure ng assessment natin. We have involvement of the family, use of authentic measures, variety of assessment methods and tools. In this variety of assessment methods and tools, it must be considered what type of test ang gagawin natin. Should it be norm reference test where the results are being assessed by percentile, or criterion reference test kung saan yung individual result nila will reflect sa kanila lang din. We have many options to choose from. Pero kailangan maingat tayo sa pagpili kung ano yung type of test na ikakandak natin to come up to a result na magbibigay sa atin ng information na kailangan din natin. Next is authentic measures. It is collecting information by observing someone deal with real-life problems. Sabi nga nila, it gives more valid infos. Kasi you test them with things na posibleng nangyari na sa kanila, na experience na nila. And this is also motivating and interesting for them kasi they can participate without worrying kung yung isasagot ba nila is tama o mali kasi based nga ito sa real life experience nila. And lastly, the involvement of the family. Of course, family is one of the most reliable source of information kasi sila yung nakakasama ng bata sa bahay. Mas totoo or mas authentic yung galaw o pinapakita ng mga bata dahil wala si teacher, walang nakatingin sa kanila. These family members, mas kilala nila yung kasama nila sa bahay and they can suggest more effective ways in dealing with their children. Alam nila kung ano yung mga bagay na mag-urge or to motivate the kids to answer and participate this assessment. So that ends my discussion for today. Thank you so much for listening. If you have any clarifications or questions, you can inbox me or comment down below. Thank you.